Kate, can you hear me now?
Прекрасно слышно, замечательно слышно.
Я что-то сделала в начале, не знаю что.
Только теперь все разбежались.
Я знаю, что я сделала, но не будем вдаваться.
Да, неважно. Главное, что не пересолили. Поставите эти рецепты, они у меня уже в компьютер.
Да, пожалуйста, да. That would be great.
Сейчас, секундочку.
Recording. I have a few more people that confirmed that are coming, so I'm waiting for them.
Все, рецепты висят, и митинг ID я повесила, чтобы люди могли его копировать.
Awesome.
Все.
Technology case?
Да. Немножечко только, если можно, погромче говорить, потому что у меня компьютер на 100%. И слышно.
How about now?
Да, very good. Сейчас я еще, I'll plug it in, может быть, будет лучше.
Оля, ты меня слышишь?
Слышу, да.
Okay, good. Слышу. Волк, ты меня слышишь? Даешь? No, where's all my participants? Are you in technology? No. All right. Waiting for more.
Наверное, труд свеклу все ваши участники. Активно. Во всяком случае, я это делала последние 5 минут.
Ее надо тереть или можно кубиками?
Beets?
Да.
Beets
I was grinding.
натереть на терке.
На
большой.
Yeah.
Я вижу, ты натерла уже. У тебя же все готово. Я думаю, ты уже все три блюда сделала.
No, giving me too much credit.
Did you find tahini?
I didn't find tahina. I have tahini, but they're just regular tahini that we used last time.
Okay.
I don't even know what this other product was. I was trying to look it up online. I didn't even find that. What is it?
This one is tahini with some kind of spices. It's seasoned tahini. Would that work?
Yes, it will work. What is in the ingredients? What does it say?
Sesame paste и сейчас секундочку. Salt, parsley, onion, citric acid, vegetable palm oil, natural flavors. That's it.
So it has some flavoring already. Mine is 100% sesame seeds, and that's what we want because we're gonna make tahini sauce out of tahini. So again, I mean, tahini is 100% sesame seeds ground, okay?
Yeah, mine says grounded sesame seeds, period, nothing else.
Okay, great.
So that's what I have.
Yeah. I mean, they're like Kate bought their things. There are products that are already mixed with seasoning. So you know, for you to make it easier. Hi, Angela. Not sure if you want to for us to see you and hear you, or maybe just hear you. You can hear us.
Yeah, no. I muted myself on purpose because we had a murder scene. I dropped the beats, so it's all over the place now.
I actually I muted you.
Yeah. Are we gonna put the eggplant into the oven at some point?
You can put it in the oven. I'm gonna do it on the stove. It might create smoke, but anyway, I want you guys to see. You can do it in the oven. You can do it on the grill or just on the stove, like you see in this other picture. You know, I got it ready, and I put foil paper. Okay, someone's asking me for a link.
Marina, but you will teach us what to do with eggplant, right? Because I
Yes.
see it, but I have no idea how you put it like that.
Yes.
Okay.
You can put it sideways. It's been a while, you know, since I used Zoom. I already forgot what to do. I need to share the link.
So is it a good idea to put it in the oven, to cut it in half and put it in the oven?
It's fine, but it's gonna take a while, I think. But what the recipe says, we're gonna sort of char it on the stove, 5 minutes on each side. So put it under broiler, you know, not too close, not too far. So it sort of chars, and then, you know, for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then we'll put it in a bowl covered with plastic, so it's easier to sort of clean. Just give me a second, ladies. I'm gonna let somebody in.
Я не могу сообразить, что там происходит on the stove. Сейчас я видео брала. Вот, видишь, у нее eggplant стоит on the stove. Что она там с ним делает? Она положила туда этот.
Oh my God, what is wrong with me? I can't find. It should be here. All right. Okay, I figured it out. So we're waiting for Natalie, and I think there was one more girl that was gonna join me. So I'm gonna turn on my stove, so it's gonna slowly char. You'll see.
Сашунча, только ты гарлик нашел?
Kate, I'm gonna mute you. There she is. Once she joins, we're gonna start. I'm not gonna wait for another lady. She's late. I know she's coming. Наташенька, ты нас слышишь, но мы тебя не видим.
Сейчас, секунду. Во. Здесь.
I think we have one English-speaking person. They, not sure, they're mute and we cannot see them. So let's try to speak English. But, you know, in emergency, we'll speak Russian. We all know each other. So for someone new who's there, I'm just gonna introduce myself. I'm Marina. Before COVID, we gathered in my kitchen and we made different themed dinners. It was fun. We had music. Um, People took home what they cooked, and then repeated at home. Hopefully, if they liked it. So, and I can't wait until we get back to that, whenever that can be. But I'm glad to see all of you again. We haven't connected in a while. So today we're gonna do three, hopefully quick dishes, which is one would be butternut hummus, butternut squash hummus. We already made regular hummus last time, which I hope you liked. I love it because it's quick. It's much better than store-bought. You can make a lot out of one can of chickpeas, and you can feed a lot of people with chickpeas because they are nutritious, they have protein, they have minerals. That's why I guess this dish survived until our day, even though it's ancient basically. And I wanted to give you a little bit of history, but let us start doing something so that you can work and listen to me. So I put my eggplant on the stove and I turn on the gas, and I'm gonna keep turning it. We can leave it 5 minutes on each side and see what happens. Basically, what the end result is, we want it to be charred on the outside. It's not gonna be cooked through all the way on the inside, but we're gonna scoop everything out and we're gonna make babaganush. That's one. Then, hopefully you ladies made roasted butternut squash. And so in place of chickpeas, basically, we're going to use butternut squash. So the same idea of hummus. It has the same consistency as ground chickpeas. Oh, there she is. Yeah, I think that's the lady I was waiting for. I don't know if I met her, Irina. Irina, if you can hear us, give us a sign. I don't know if we met before. If you don't mind going on camera. Let's see if we can see everyone. Irina, hello.
Hello, sorry, I'm late.
Have we met before?
No?
No, okay. How did you find me?
Good question. My son saw and he sent it to me. He thought I would be interested.
Okay.
And we happen to be distant cousins. Hello.
Katyusha, привет.
Oh my God. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys know each other.
Thank you. Yes.
No, we found out through the site, the geology side, the genealogy side. We had no idea we've been friends, and we had no idea we've been relatives.
Oh, thank God you're both women. Well, I take that back. Anyway, so I just started talking about what we're doing. I think we have one English speaker here, so that's why I'm talking in English. We all Russian speaking, so it happened to be, Russian communities. I don't know. It gravitated towards my events. So anyway, what we're doing is, if you can see my eggplant here in the window, in one of the windows, I turn on the gas and I put the eggplant on the gas. If you want to save your stove, you might want to line it with foil paper, but it's not a big deal. And next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the whole thing and break it into cloves. Okay, we're not gonna clean it. We're not cleaning it, just breaking into cloves. And we're gonna put it in the food processor with lemon juice. and we're gonna run it for a few seconds until it's sort of, we have like this rough mixture. And then I'm gonna put it in here. Well, it's gonna stand for 10 minutes, for about 10 minutes to sort of, for the garlic to mellow down. That's the idea. And then I'm gonna strain it. So we have the eggplant. I hope you have roasted butternut squash already. Who doesn't, let me know, because that's what we're gonna use for butternut squash hummus. Instead of chickpeas, like I was saying before someone joined me, instead of chickpeas, we're gonna use butternut squash. It has the same consistency, but the taste is a little bit different. I love butternut squash. It's sweet, it's savory, and that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna break this into cloves. I'm gonna put my camera at my table so you guys can see. I'm just gonna throw out the outer layers, like this stuff I'm gonna throw out, and I'm gonna leave the cloves. Again, I'm not cleaning them, just breaking them apart into separate cloves. I think my eggplant is sort of making noise. I'm gonna go and turn it over. You can do it on a low flame. It's actually very nicely charring, and it's becoming soft very quickly. I actually never done it on a stove. I love to do it on a grill, and I love to make eggplant. In summer, it's my favorite thing. Like, if you ask me what's my favorite thing to eat in summer, it's eggplant. And they're so nice right now, especially the little ones, the baby ones. So when you cook eggplant, usually in winter, what I suggest and what many recipes say is to salt it. When you slice it, you salt it and leave it for 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. So the water for the water come out, you leave it on the paper towel. But these summer ones, they don't have as much water. They get firm and nice. You don't need to do anything with them, just salt, pepper, olive oil, and throw it on the grill or throw it in the oven. So I'm gonna put all this into the food processor. It's advisable to put a blade in the food processor, otherwise there will be no result. And I forgot to put the blade. I'm gonna turn the camera on my food processor so you guys can see.
Marina, what do we put into the processor?
Okay, so we're putting garlic cloves, the whole head of garlic. Okay. Not clean. You don't clean the clove. Okay, with the shell, with the skin. Okay, I'm repeating again. Don't clean them, just put them in. Okay, and then if you prepared lemon juice, 3/4 cup of lemon juice, we're gonna put it in here. And then we're gonna run it sort of a few times. So you have this rough mixture. You don't need to make a paste or anything. Just run it a few times. You have this rough mixture. We're doing this to mellow out the garlic, okay?
So this is the way, right?
Yes. So we're doing this to mellow out the garlic. And then I'm gonna strain it. This is gonna stand for 10 minutes. It's gonna stand for 10 minutes, and then we're gonna strain it. So I'm gonna pulse it a few times. maybe some more. Like when you have like half a pea-sized pieces. That's it. I'm gonna try to show you this. So it looks like this. It's like rough mixture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're gonna leave it for 10 minutes and then we're gonna strain it. Okay. And meanwhile, let's grate the beets. We're gonna grate the beets. It smells a little bit with burn. There's a burn smell, a little bit, not too much. But the eggplant is almost done. It's getting soft. I'm gonna show you again. Like you see this? It's soft. And so we're gonna start with the beets. Hopefully I'll have a break to tell you guys the story. I'm waiting for sort of a good moment to tell you a story. But we're gonna do the beets. I'm gonna show you what I did, right? I left one and the rest I cleaned. This is what it looks like after you bake it in salt. The salt takes out the moisture. So they come out like, I don't know the word. They come out sort of drier than they usually are, okay? And, you know, this is what it looks like. It's, the amount of salt is like on the recipe. There's 5 cups of salt here. So
Marina, what is it again, please?
These are beets. I roasted them in salt.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Do we have to roast them too?
Well, that was the preparation part.
Ah.
Okay, but it's a quick dish, so I'm just showing you. If you haven't done it, you'll do it after, you know. So again, you just put them like that, like this. You put 1 cup of salt on the bottom, then you put the beets, and then you put 4 more cups of salt, and you roast them for about 1.5 hours. And now I'm gonna show you, and it's very easy to clean them. You know, the skin just come off by itself. So I'm just gonna clean it. And I think my eggplant is done. And I'm gonna put it in a bowl and I will cover it with plastic. Okay, so this is my last beet, and these are my beets, cleaned. Okay. What was it 8 beets on the recipe? Mine a different size, so I sort of tried to make 8 out of more because some of them are tiny and some of them are bigger. Yep, it's ready. It starts to leak even, you know, and then you know it's ready. You see how it's it's really, really soft. So I'm gonna cover it with plastic so that the skin comes off. The same idea as with the roasted peppers. And you see there's almost no mass. Like there's a little bit of juice because I pressed it with these. I pressed it and the juice came out. Otherwise there would be no mass at all. So I'm gonna do this and keep it on the side. Any questions so far?
No questions. Besides that, I did not prepare the eggplants, so I used the cannonball zucchini. This one.
Okay, that's. I mean, you can definitely make
Like this.
Babaganush.
They have the same structure as the eggplant.
Yes.
Absolutely the same.
Yes.
Of course,
try
it's
that, yeah.
different, yes. But we'll see what it goes. How it
Absolutely.
goes.
These are great substitutes. I do
Just
love eggplant.
my mom
so
used my eggplant. That's all. So I'm kind of unprepared, but it's okay.
I'm sorry, I missed how we prepare eggplant.
We put it on the stove. You turn it down. I covered it a little bit with foil paper so that let me mute everyone. If you have a question, unmute yourself because it's noisy. So to your question, the eggplant goes on the stove. You turn on the gas. You see my screen, right? Hold on. So, and then you keep turning it. Make a low flame and keep turning. There's a little bit of burn smell. It's not too much. You know, it cooks very quickly, like 10 minutes. And you keep turning.
You cut it in pieces or you?
Then you put it in a bowl, cover it with plastic. The idea is the skin will separate. You know, I don't know if you ever made roasted peppers, right? You put them in a bowl, covered with plastic, and the skin comes off after a while, after they stand a little bit. So now it's resting in the bowl, covered with plastic.
Did you cut it in half when you did it, or?
No, don't cut it in half. Try not to break the skin because the juice will drip on your stove and it's gonna burn a little more. Okay. Don't be afraid. It's really quick. You can see. You saw, right, what I was doing. Did you see?
No, I missed that part.
You missed that part. Okay, I'll show you the eggplant itself. I just don't want to uncover it because you know, you see this? This was 10 minutes on the stove. Turning with these. You just turn low flame. How are you guys doing with the eggplant? Whoever's doing, Olga, you're doing the eggplant.
Yep.
How is it?
Yeah, it's done.
It's done?
Well, I followed your directions, so whatever you have, I have.
Oh, it's soft, right? It's soft.
Yes, it is soft.
It's collapsed.
Yeah, it is collapsed and it started dripping, just like yours, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So you just cover it and it will stand for 10 minutes, about 10 minutes, and then we'll clean it. So that's standing. Butternut squash, if you ladies haven't prepared it, I'm going to show you the end result.
It was not supposed to be cooked, right? It's just supposed to be cut.
No, it was supposed to be cooked.
Cooked as well. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It's supposed to be cooked. So it looks like this in pieces. You cut it in pieces. You peel the skin.
Yeah.
Take out the seeds. Cut it roughly. They don't have to be the same.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. Salt, pepper, salt, olive oil, and cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, you don't have to put it. It's gonna have a like little Moroccan taste. They like to put cinnamon. So it's sort of cool. So we're gonna use that. We're gonna put it in the food processor after garlic is done marinating. Okay, and let's grate the beets. And hopefully, I'm gonna multitask and tell the story about hummus. So nobody knows single place or single person who invented hummus. Historians were not able to figure it out. All we know that it's Middle Eastern. It's very common in Mediterranean. It's common in Turkey, Lebanon, Syria, Egypt, Israel, obviously. And part of what does hummus mean? It's Arabic. It means chickpea. And as Westerners, when we say hummus, there's a really proper name for it. It's called hummus B tahini. And what it is just pureed chickpeas and the sesame paste. Okay. So hummus started with only 2 ingredients. It's basically the chickpeas and the sesame seeds, the tahini. First, it appeared in the 13th century cookbook. It's a medieval cookbook, and it was called Kitab was Altima al-Mutaba, which means, from Arabic, description of familiar food. And in cookbook, they refer to hummus as hummus hasa. The hummus that we know right now first was recorded in the 18th century in Damascus, which means the hummus that we know now has four main ingredients. That's chickpeas, tahini, lemon juice, and garlic. And so nobody knows where it came from, really, the original iterated historians. But if you look at the ingredients, they will tell you that there is a lot of unwritten history in them because the ingredients have been used for centuries. Because there was no transportation or communications and people were not educated, it was not written down, but it survived throughout history. Maybe it was forgotten, then invented again, then again forgotten. So if we look at these ingredients, what do we know about them, right? Lemons, right? The lemons came to Middle East in 700 CE. But primarily, chickpeas and tahini extend to beginning of civilization. It was known even before pottery, even before writing, okay? And sesame seeds were used to make sesame oil in Mesopotamia in 2500 BCE. Okay, this is interesting. And garlic was also, it's an ancient, I actually don't know whether it's a vegetable or what is it, what family it belongs to. So garlic is as old as ancient Egyptian pyramids, okay? And like I was saying in the beginning, this was a perfect food for chickpeas, right? The base of the hummus is a perfect food for that climate where it came from, the Mediterranean, right? It's hot, it's rugged, but the chickpeas are flavorful, they're full of protein, they're full of minerals, they amazingly rich, and they have vitamins. So no wonder this dish survived, and now we know it's even now, it's popular. It's spread all over the world. We have so many brands of hummus, and this is what this class is about. And it's sort of, well, not really. It's sort of continuation from the last class where we made traditional hummus. And today we're gonna make something, a variation using a butternut squash. So that's a little bit of history. And now I'm gonna grate my beets. All right. I have these leftovers. I'm gonna throw them out. I don't want to put them in the beets. Hold on, you ladies, so you can see. They're really soft. They're not watery, as watery as usual. We all, Russian culture. We love beets. So I think this is sort of a combination of familiar vegetable and a new way to cook it, new recipe. I suggest if you have gloves, you use gloves because your hands are going to be red like mine. I don't want to use gloves. Am I recording? Yes, I'm recording. I don't want to have gloves on the video. And if you have questions, please talk to me. So I am taking ideas for future classes. I haven't planned anything. It sort of comes to me when I'm cooking for my family, and I have ideas. But so far, I don't have any idea for the next class. So if you guys want to do something special, let me know. So I have these leftovers. I'm throwing them out. I just don't want to bother. And 2 more. It's still juicy. I would strain it actually. There's still juice coming out of them. I think I'm gonna strain them. I don't want the juice because we're adding tahini to the beets and we're adding yogurt, so there's gonna be enough of liquid ingredients. So there's some juice on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. I'm just gonna strain it. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna use the strainer in another bowl, and I'm gonna strain the beets. Did anybody else try the burning the eggplant? Except Olga? Natasha, you probably need to roast it. I don't think you can burn the squash. And I'm going to take a spoon and I'm going to mix it here to strain it. There's some juice. So, let's see how much? About 1/4 cup. Okay, and I'm going to wash my bowl. So I'm going to put this in a bigger bowl. is how much juice. I'm gonna put this in a bigger bowl, and we're gonna add half a cup of tahini, which we're gonna make. We're gonna make tahini sauce before we put it to the beets. So we're gonna put the beets aside, and since the garlic, I think it's enough. It was about 10 minutes. I'm just gonna wash this, and then we're gonna make tahini sauce. Sorry if it's too noisy from the running water. Okay, so I'm gonna strain the garlic. Okay. I need a spoon. Strain the garlic. We're gonna use the food processor for butternut squash. So we either take all the pieces out, or I have 2 bowls, so I'm gonna take out this bowl. I don't want to use it for butternut squash. So what you get is garlic water with lemon juice, and this will go to waste. This will throw it out. I'm sort of pressing on this because there's still some juice in it. There's gonna be enough of tahini sauce for the dishes that we're making, and you're gonna have leftover as well. I'm gonna throw this out. Just check my recipe. So we blend. We leave the mixture for 10 minutes so the garlic can mellow. Then we put mixture through the fine strainer in a large bowl, pressing the salads to extract the liquid as much as possible. We're going to discard the salads. We just want to make sure we don't need them. So I'm going to throw this out. I'm going to throw this out. I'm going to clean my bowl. And I'm gonna have it ready for butternut squash. But first, we're gonna finish doing tahini sauce. Okay, and to this mixture, I'm gonna add 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt, 2 cups of tahini, and half a teaspoon of cumin. So I'm going to start with tahini. I need 2 cups of tahini. Make sure you mix it well. It separates. You can mix it by actually having the lid closed and just shake it, sometimes there's like this hard layer on the bottom. So you need maybe a spoon or anything to just mix everything together. This is sort of fresh, so I don't feel like there's anything on the bottom. So 2 cups. I almost have 2 cups from this jar. Yeah, there's a layer of stuff, like harder stuff, you see. I'm just gonna scoop it out in a bowl because it's gonna be 2 cups exactly. You can make half the recipe, because what comes out is a lot. And I'm gonna put this here, and salt, and cumin. So 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of cumin.
Just missed it. What spice was that? Sorry.
Cumin.
Cumin. Okay.
You've got to mix it. You can use a spoon or a whisk. And it's getting actually very thicker once you start mixing it. And if it's very thick, you can start adding little by little ice water. It's getting like it's pretty thick now. You know, it's like mashed potatoes. The consistency of mashed potatoes, exactly. All right. So we have tahini. Let's finish the beets. For the beets, we need 1/2 cup of tahini sauce, 1/2 cup of olive oil, 1/4 cup of lemon juice, 1/4 cup of dill, some mint, and salt. Okay, 1/2 cup of tahini. So I'm gonna bring the beets here. Put this here. So I have my beets. 1/2 cup of tahini sauce. Did everybody else left? No. Everybody can see me, right? No, okay. All right. Probably I'll have the different view, speaker view, gallery view. All right. So I'm adding tahini. I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of lemon juice. I squeezed fresh lemon juice. It took a lot of lemon, let me tell you. For the tahini sauce, right? It was 3/4 cup of lemon juice. It took a lot of lemon. So I'm putting lemon juice.
Lemon juice with garlic or just the lemon juice?
No, this is just the lemon juice. Lemon juice with garlic we mixed with tahini. Here it is.
Okay, so it's in already. Okay, perfect.
Yes. So cumin, salt, that lemon juice with garlic, and 2 cups of tahini. I'm gonna put 1/2 of lemon juice in the beets. Just I want to make sure we have the right consistency. I don't want it to be too liquidy. So I'm gonna put half, and then I'm gonna add some more later. We need half a cup of olive oil. I'm just reusing this cup that I use for tahini. I mean, there's no point of. Come on, heavy.
Ты мне не мешаешь, вкусно набирай. Да, я...
Ladies, can you mute yourselves? Oh, come on, olive oil. I need half a cup. All right. We have half a cup. I'm going to put it here. A little bit more than half a cup. Salt, half a teaspoon of salt. And depending on whether you like dill and mint, I'm going to put both. My husband hates dill, but he's going to have to survive because I think without the dill, there's no dish. I'm going to wait mixing it. Let me do the dill. I have this beautiful dill. I washed it. Okay, and I have mint. Try to cut it very thinly and fine. I'm just taking the leaves of the mint. This is from my garden. My dill it's not tolerating these temperatures anymore. So I have no more dill. And I am usually taking out these thick parts and I'm throwing them out. Almost done here. You don't have to go so nitty-gritty, you know. I just don't like these thick parts. I probably took a little bit more than quarter cup, so I will not put everything, you know. Show some concern for my husband. He actually eats dill when it's in the dish, but not when it's sprinkled on top and when you can smell it. Go figure, you know. What Russian person doesn't eat dill? Okay, so I'm gonna put about half. I just want to chop it finely. Okay. So I have this circular cup. Okay. Anything else we need? We didn't put all the lemon juice. So now I'm gonna mix it well because tahini is pretty thick. And then you have to start tasting it, you know. You have to use your own judgment. If it's enough salt, if it's enough lemon juice. Thank God you cannot see dill. It's hidden. I'll just say there's no dill. All right. So now.
Can you just add something to those beets except for the dill? Just a little bit more oil?
Olive oil, half a cup of olive oil, quarter cup of lemon juice, dill, some mint, and half a teaspoon of salt.
Thank you.
That's it. And I'm gonna put it in a nice dish. Let me see what it would look good in.
Marina, I'm trying to catch on a eggplant. So once it's cooled down, do we need to scoop it out of it, right out of skin, right?
We're gonna scoop it out. We didn't do anything with the eggplant. It's just resting in the bowl covered with plastic.
Oh, that's it. We didn't do it. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I didn't hear you.
So I have this bowl. I'm gonna put it in. To me, there's enough of everything. You didn't need more juice, I don't think. You can put olive oil on top. Okay, and yeah. I regret I didn't do it today outside because the rain stopped like half a day and it's absolutely gorgeous outside. I was just afraid of mosquitoes who are like absolutely crazy and they eat me alive whenever I come out. So ladies, this is what it looks like. You can drizzle with olive oil. You can put some more herbs on top to garnish and it's done. Like there's absolutely nothing to do. If I wasn't talking, this would be done in 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay, so this is one. I'm gonna put it aside. Let us do butternut squash. I'm gonna throw it in the food processor. So butternut squash, we need half a cup of Greek yogurt, the squash, 2 garlic cloves, and that's about it. And I need something to scoop it out into my food processor. It's a little charred on the bottom. It's awesome. You know, it's gonna give it a little bit of like edge. So half a cup of yogurt. And 5 tablespoons of tahini sauce. 5 tablespoons is, it's a quarter cup plus 1 tablespoon. So I'm just gonna put this much, like this much, just a little bit more than that quarter cup. And 1 or 2 garlic cloves, depending on your taste, whether you like a lot of garlic or just a little. So I'm gonna clean my garlic. I'm gonna put 1. Some salt. And I'm missing something. Tahini we put garlic, we put Greek yogurt, and that's it. And then we're just gonna blend it. And we're gonna blend it to, don't make it become smooth. So let's see, I'm gonna pulse it. And I'm gonna check, I'm gonna scrape the sides to make sure everything is blended, but not finely. It's sort of like this. It's like really runny mashed potatoes. I think another garlic clove. Who's not muted? Okay. So I'm gonna run it again, pulse it again. Hopefully my garlic clove will get disintegrated without this getting very smooth. You want some texture. And it's ready. We're just gonna garnish it. I'm gonna put it in a flat bowl. And we're gonna garnish it with black sesame seeds. This is what I have. You don't have to use anything. We're gonna garnish it with black sesame seeds and drizzle with date molasses, which we used last time, and you have another chance to use it. Or if you have pomegranate molasses, anything would be fine. Or even a little bit of balsamic reduction. So here I go. It's a little too fine for my taste, but because I put garlic clove at the end, I had to mix it some more. And I'm gonna clean this. And we're gonna spread it like hummus, remember? Like you do this. Not supposed to be perfect. Ah, I can't take this off. So, oh, this is good enough. I'm gonna clean the edge. You know, every time I talk about presentation and having the right platter to serve something in, you know, we want it to taste as well as look beautiful, and having nice platter can do the trick. And so I'm gonna take my black sesame seeds. You can use white sesame seeds, and I'm gonna use molasses. So let's see if we can present it. Maybe some more. You can combine. You can use Nigella seeds. And I'm gonna take a spoon and I'm gonna drizzle date molasses. And my husband bought, remember I told you about, I think I posted in my group about tahini from Nut Factory. This date molasses, they gave him as a gift. It's so good. And I cannot tell you what flavor it is. It's sort of like dark molasses. It's thick. It has great color. It smells amazing. I highly recommend. And I bought one before, but not by this brand, and it wasn't as good. So I'm just gonna drizzle. It's amazing. I'm gonna post this. Everybody should have this. I eat it with bread and butter in the morning. So, excuse me. Here we go. Our butternut squash hummus. I don't know. I can't see you ladies, so I don't know if you saw it or not. But I'm gonna post pictures after. So this is number 2, and now we're getting to our Babaganush, finally. So for Babaganush, let me clean this a little bit here. I don't want to throw it out. I might use it later. The most exciting part, I'm excited. Let's see what happens with the eggplant. There's a lot of juice. I'm gonna strain the juice and then I'm gonna clean the eggplant. So I'm gonna put it on a cutting board. And I'm gonna cut it open. I feel like I don't know, dissecting something like an animal. I'm gonna cut it open. Look how nice it is. It's soft. It's not like cooked, but it's soft. And that's what we want. And I'm gonna scoop it out in the bowl right here. Just try not to catch the skin because the skin will be not pleasant on the teeth. I need a bigger spoon. It's still hot, so be careful, but it's easy to handle. I'm gonna take all the skin pieces and I'm gonna throw it out. It smells definitely burnt, and that's what we want. So don't get scared. We're gonna throw the burn part out, which is the skin. And I don't want to leave any good pieces and throw them out. Okay, so here I have the skin left. Now I'm gonna throw this out. Any questions, ladies? Did you see what I did? I scooped out with a spoon, I scooped out the flesh, and this is what I have. There's some juice in here. I would just like hold it with a knife and maybe strain it. So I'm throwing this out. Let me know if you have questions.
Marina, some part of my eggplant, it was rather big, so some part of my eggplant didn't cook well, so it's not really soft. Is it a problem?
Can you scoop it out?
Kind of cutting the skin off at the moment.
Can you put that side back on the burner?
Sure. Yeah, I'll do that.
And or you can do it in the foil paper too. Like if you put it on the foil paper, put it on the burner so it doesn't drip. And so cook it some more.
Marina, it should be soft, right?
It should be soft, you know. Here, I took it out. Like, you know, it's really, really soft. I'm just taking out the skin pieces that got into this. I don't want them in. So, quarter cup of tahini sauce. I'm gonna use still the same thing. Irina, question?
No.
Okay, so I'm using the tahini sauce that we made. There's a quarter cup. When you quarter cup, this is a cup. So I'm just eyeing it. You use your measuring cup. So quarter cup tahini sauce. 1 garlic clove. We're gonna grate it. Okay, we're gonna grate it. I'll show you. You can chop it finely or you can grate it. I'm gonna grate it on this, the second largest. Okay. First, I'm gonna clean it. So we don't need tahini sauce anymore. I'm gonna put it aside. And clean garlic. You know what? You can grate it this way, right? I'm gonna chop it. Finally, chop it. Okay, 1 garlic clove and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And just mix it together. It doesn't have to be fine. These pieces, well, it's up to you. Basically, you know how I hope you tasted Babaganush before. If you didn't, it's fine too. The store-bought one is finally, it's more uniform. For my taste, I would keep it like that, pieces. Just make sure tahini is well blended, and don't forget the salt. And taste it. Where's my salt? Maybe some more salt. It's nice and smoky and still warm. Honestly, these dishes might, I'm just hoping they're not too exotic for you. I mean, these flavors, like burnt eggplant and butternut squash with cinnamon and cumin together. I just hope you guys love it because I love it. I make it very often. I hope you like it, really. So let me put this in another dish. And we're gonna garnish it. Maybe this. So good. Fresh bread or pitas, warm pitas. So we're gonna garnish with pine nuts. I have roasted pine nuts. If you don't have, it's fine. I wanna fix this. And we want some parsley. And there was some sumac. Did I miss it? Sumac, yes. Salt, sumac, and parsley. Sumac is, if you don't have it, it's fine. It's made out of sumac flowers. That's all I can tell you. It's ground sumac flowers. It has tangy flavor. It's not spicy. You gotta try it to know it. I have a large thing like this. It's sold in smaller quantities, of course. So sprinkle it with sumac.
What is the name of this spice?
I don't know if you can see it. It's sumac.
Oh, sumac. Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Usually I think shish kebab, Uzbek shish kebab. I can be wrong about Uzbek or some other country, adjacent country, but they put this on shish kebab.
Can you show the how it looks like the
Yeah,
bottle with it?
it looks red. It looks like a paprika. Looks like paprika.
Mhm.
It's actually closer to paprika in flavor. It's more lemony.
We found it in Fairway and in Jewish store too, in the Russia, in the kosher
Yes.
store in Fairlawn. Food showcase.
Yes, now you can find anything. It says parsley. I bought cilantro, so I'm gonna put cilantro on top. My husband doesn't like cilantro either. I don't know. And he grew up in Israel. Imagine this. He likes everything else though. So damn lucky. All right. So some of this, and we'll do some cherry tomatoes. I have great tomatoes. These are even smaller. That's about it. We're done. It's still warm. This is very pretty. I'll try to post pictures. Let me know how it tastes.
Did you mix it in a blender or by hand?
By hand. You can definitely mix it in the blender if you like it smooth, or you can mix it by hand. You can even mix it by hand to a smoother consistency, so you don't have to wash the blender after.
Marina, for how long can we store the remaining tahini?
Oh, it's stored like a long time. I mean, long time. Couple of weeks.
Okay. Just in the tight container in the fridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it has lemon. It's sort of like a preservative. So it doesn't have any garlic pieces. So it's just lemon and tahini sauce. And that's what they add in store-bought. You can buy the sauce already. It's not as good. I'm for homemade. So let me know how it tastes. I hope you liked it. And anybody has questions, ladies? Did somebody leave? Andrew left.
You're recording the session, right? Where we can see it later on?
I'm recording. I will send email to everybody with recording.
Oh, thank you.
Please post your reviews on Facebook, please, and pictures in a group. Irina, I'm gonna invite you to my group, and you can post pictures there. You can post it on my Facebook and tag me, tag the secret chef. So please let me know if you have questions. It was nice meeting you. It was nice to see you, Olga. It was nice meeting you, Irina. Kate, I can't see you right now, but it was.
Hello. I'm here.
Hello. Okay, what is your progress over there, Natasha and Katya?
No, it was very good. You know, the beets are already almost gone. Everybody was trying them while I was doing it. So.
Why? Crying?
Trying.
Okay, Natasha, how's your
Well, since I'm very much behind, I think that I'm gonna give you the outcome of my success like a couple of hours later, if you don't mind.
Okay,
This
no
is the beet.
problem.
Oh my, that
This
looks
is the
fantastic.
little bit that's left. That's it.
Nice presentation.
It looks
definitely
lovely.
You can scoop it with cucumbers, right? And you don't have to eat bread. You can just eat all of this by itself with, I don't know, carrots, cucumbers, any pieces of your favorite vegetable. So this, I think it's pretty healthy. It's filling, protein, vegetables, summer. Hope you like it.
That was
I will give you my
Thank you
makeup.
so much. Sorry.
I'll give you my
You're
makeup with
welcome.
the bottle, like, you know, this butterball squash a little bit later instead of eggplant.
Yeah, let us know how it goes. I think it's gonna be fine. Totally.
We'll see.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Marina.
Thank you.
Bye.
I'll see you next time. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.